Hey, thanks for joining us. My name is Dino Omar and it gives me great pleasure to be your host right here on FV Talks. So don't forget hashtag FV Talks because this is a brand new platform where FashionValet evolves from just being your favorite place where you go and look for the best bajus, the best everything that is going to beautify your lives. This is where we talk about issues, be it MCO, be it COVID-19, be it any issue that is being talked about in the country right now. We want to be part of that conversation with you. So this is FV's efforts in basically being one with the people. And thank you so much for having me as a host because I really am excited to talk about the things that is happening right now, which is why we have our very first guest with us. Her name is Anida Salwani. She is the former editor of Majalah Jelita.
Yes.
Now, we know and love Majalah Jelita. It's been around for a long time, but unfortunately, sequence of events that happened in April has led to Malaysia being now devout of a publishing house that has produced some of the most memorable titles in the country. Blu Inc Media shuttered its doors on the 30th of April, and Majalah Jelita was one of the casualties of this very unfortunate event. So we want to understand what happened, what went through her mind when you went through this, and we basically want to know this formidable woman, what are your plans in going forward? Boleh tak?
Boleh.
On, sir? On, alright. So let's have this conversation. Kak Nida, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Dino.
First, sanity question. Everything is okay right now? You're zen?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, semua okay. Alhamdulillah. I'm good.
That's great. So, tell us, you've been with Majalah Jelita, and I understand it's been for quite a number of years. So why don't you take us through your journey in Blu Inc Media to begin with? Not only, just Majalah Jelita, but, your general journey.
Okay, Jelita was actually bought over by Blu Inc Media from its former publication, Berita Publishing, when Berita Publishing closed down about 4 years ago. So Blu Inc took over Jelita to be refreshed. I was part of the team to refresh the brand Jelita from print, and we introduced Jelita to digital platform because digital was booming at that time. So prior to Jelita, I was with Cosmopolitan Malaysia for about 9 years, almost 10 years. And before Cosmopolitan, I was with Berita Harian for 5 years. So in total, I've been working in the publishing industry for about 19 years. 19 tahun. So 14 tahun with magazine. Plus minus with Blu Inc Media 7 years lah. Yeah, I remember because masa tu I was pregnant with my 4th child when Blu Inc took over Cosmopolitan. I moved to Cosmopolitan. I was the features writer and features editor there before I joined Jelita to refresh the brand, refresh the magazine, and took it to what it was until 30th April hari tu. Yeah.
See, the reason why this episode is special is because Blu Inc Media has always been working with FashionValet even from its inception in 2010. So over the last 10 years, the relationship has been built between people in FashionValet and the writers, the editors, the stylists of Blu Inc Media. And I guess one of the reasons why it has been as such is because of the talent that you guys have. So describe to us what it's like working in a company, surrounding yourself with people of, that level of creativity that is, of course, celebrated in the country, and what it means to you to actually helm a brand which is, very well known in the local community.
Right. Okay. For me, I have been very blessed to be surrounded by the people that you said, very talented. I mean, they're mostly younger than me. I'm among the oldest one there, but people have said that I look young, maybe because I work with young people, because they bring with them their vibes, their creativity, and I'm not just teaching the young people what it needs to be committed, to love and be passionate about your job, but I'm also learning from them in terms of creativity, in terms of how to shoot, how to portray products better than just from the rack. and on a model and how it's portrayed in print. I've been blessed to not just be a leader in that company, but also to learn from my peers. And I feel, and of course with FashionValet, they are 10 years in the industry. I've known Vivi from dia sebelum dia pakai hijab. You know, she was the one who gave me her personal number, and I still keep in touch with her. I mean, I also learned from her, from people in the fashion industry, from FashionValet themselves, to see how things have grown, and they are amongst the ones yang tunjukkan how digital is the way to go, you know. So we at publishing pun belajar that we need to move from just being a print product to also digitalize our content, bring all the content to digital. That's why we have everything on web.
So what was that journey like? You know, the pivoting to pivoting to digital. Where were you guys at? Yeah. At the, you know, up till until the 30th of April.
Right. I mean, pushing ourselves from print to digital was really challenging, I have to say, because it was something new for me, at least, because I've worked from newspapers, zaman printing blogs too, and then, you know, everything turns to digital. So I've seen how it has grown, the industry have grown, and pushing it to digital, you know, the content has to be different from print, definitely, because print, how I segregate it is, print dia kena benda yang evergreen. You buka 5 years from now or 2 years from now, you buka the content, it's relevant to you. But with digital, it needs to be now. It has to be what's relevant today, what's relevant tomorrow. With print, you boleh plan 5 years, 1 year plan, you dah tahu dah what content you can put in, you can insert, you know, Mother's Day is coming, so what is Mother's Day punya setting that you want to put.
And you know this in advance, right?
Correct.
Yeah, because you plan it.
Digital, you have to plan daily. I feel like you have to plan daily. Paling kuat pun maybe weekly.
Yeah.
But not like print. That's the big difference on how to do it. And when with MCO happening and we had to work from home before 30th April happened, was the fact that I do my meetings every day. Okay, what are we going to post today? What stories are we going to like publish today on our web? So it's a daily thing, challenge. But when MCO happened, our CEO have decided that Jelita was not going to have print copies anymore. So my April and May issue was the last print copy. But I didn't even get to announce it to anyone. So that was something yang macam I terkilan. But it's fine, tak apa. I terus macam tak apa, we move forward. We still have our digital platform. We can still use our voices there. So macam, it's okay. I take it day at a time. I make sure I push my team well, you know. I cakap tak apa, today what is it what we want to do. We still have our digital platform to letak Jelita's voice there.
Well, you know, but, you know, when you say you're taking it a day at a time, that day came. And that day basically changed everybody's life, I would imagine, because like you said, I you know, try to put yourself in this situation where you are working and you're planning on a daily basis what to do today. Paling kuat pun, like you said, what to do tomorrow, and then suddenly, boom, there's no tomorrow.
Correct, yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so the day before it happened, I actually already briefed my team on what to do in May and June, July. Because, okay, what happened during MCO was we were told by our bosses that we're going to have pay cut starting May, June, July. Because we needed to do it, and I totally understood because we weren't getting any income during MCO. Projects were cancelled, you know, a lot of things were put on hold. So we weren't getting any income. So the strategy was pay cut for everyone so that everyone can still have a job at that time. So I cakap, okay, fine, since it's gaji separuh or 30%, but in my case I had gaji kena half starting May. So tak apa. I told my team, asalkan kita ada kerja lagi, at least we still have a job. So, tapi to be fair to
and you
my
said this
team,
a day before?
Like masa pay cut 2 weeks before.
2 weeks before,
that
right.
was prior.
Right.
So I was 2 weeks before that happened, I was planning my May, June, July. Okay, gaji separuh, kerja pun kena cut lah, because I'm being fair to my team. I have to think about them.
Yeah.
At the same time, also represent my bosses, the company's interest.
Yeah.
Correct. So I have to be that person, that middle person to balance both kehendak company and also the team's spirit. So I dah plan semua tu. So just the day before and the next day when I tengok email dia macam, apa ni? So I immediately texted my team. My team was the first one. Guys, siap eja guys, G-A-I-S. Tak tahu kenapa hari tu. Dah terus macam, wow, millennial aku hari ni. Guys, check your emails. Oh my God, ya Allah, oh my God. So they were like, kenapa Kak Nida? What happened? Just read your emails now. So some of my team, ada yang tengah pergi pasar lah, tengah masak lah, apa semua. Macam what? So semua orang terkejut and we all memang terduduk.
So maknanya, just to be clear here, it was communicated via email and that's it. That was the one communication channel that was open to you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was conveyed via email. So, and okay, it's not surprisingly, but I wasn't surprised by the fact that it was already out there. The email was dah disebarkan 15 minutes after it was announced. And suddenly I get people outside Blu Inc asking me, you know, Karina, what's going on? What is this? I'm like, what? How do you guys know? How do you guys find out? Biasalah kan, dinding pun boleh bercakap kan. So, yeah, it went really like wildfire and then people started calling me. People from Blu Inc, yeah, it was chaotic lah.
So let's take a moment to understand what was the state of mind that you were in and how did you remedy yourself to take this on, because it's a completely new chapter that is open even before the last chapter was finished.
Correct, yeah.
Being written.
You're right, you know, because because dalam state of mind tu macam I baru aja plan my May and suddenly esok May, 1st May, and I'm not going to be in Blu Inc anymore. So
dalam bahasa sinema ni adalah plot twist.
Yes.
Plot twist skills.
Yes. Like macam what the hell lah macam tu. But yeah, okay, tak apa. I am the kind of person because you work in this industry and memang every day akan ada changes and you just need to be ready. So I guess in that sense macam masa announcement to happen, the first thing I thought of was my team. What are you going to do? What's going to happen to them? You know, it's not so much about me hilang gaji, tak ada kerja semua. It's like my team. What, you know, macam, ya Allah, kesiannya diorang. I fikir tu. So I terus macam switch point and cakap, okay, this is not about me. I need to console them. Padahal at that point of time, I so need consoling mah. But tak fikir. Tak fikir macam mana. Okay, tak apa. Kak Nida will find out. I will text these people. Tak tahu betul ke tidak. Call HR. HR kata, nanti dulu, I'm busy. Because HR pun just found out.
Oh, HR pun just found out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it was really macam chaotic lah, like you say.
Right.
Memang tu. And then, I think Allah tu, dia tu sayang sangat dekat I especially. Sebab lepas tu, he sent me people to console. And one of them was Vivi Yusof. I'm telling you now. Okay, she texted me because because a lot of people cakap tak berani nak call, takut I'm like in a state of wreck ke apa. She texted me and then I couldn't reply, so I just voice note kat dia and cried. Marisa also was one of them yang earliest to call. So for me, I anggap benda tu macam Allah tu sent me angels, tak malaikat yang berupa manusia dengan nama seperti Vivi Yusof and so many other people. I wish I could mention everyone. To macam set me doa, untuk cakap we're here for you. Those are the things yang ayat-ayat I rasa macam I gained strength to go through, to went through that day because of those people, which is Alhamdulillah. Kalau tidak, I would be like, I don't know, duduk dalam katil selimut and just, I don't want to know, I just sleep and then I do what, this must be a dream or a nightmare, whatever. Tak. I just went through the day, semayang, apa semua. And then I had my family, of course my husband pun was, I think he gave me some space to handle my team and my feelings. But my kids were next to me. They saw me cry and they're like, Mommy, please stop crying. We're here for you. Apa semua. Lagilah aku nangis kan masa tu.
How old are your kids?
I have 4. The eldest is 16 years old. Lepas tu 14, 13 and 7. So my youngest and my third, the boy, my only boy yang duduk like really macam kepung I. And macam, Mami, you're...
Support system.
Yeah. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Peluk. So macam, okay. And then when the official letter came in petang tu 6:22 PM, mengatakan
6:22 PM. Wow, okay.
6:22 PM dapat email kata, oh, you're no longer Blu Inc staff starting 6 PM. Kelakar lah benda tu. Macam, okay, so it's real. And then the next day was my daughter's birthday. So I memang macam consciously pushed every sad feeling and apa-apa ke tepi. Actually, I need to focus on my daughter. It's her birthday. This is her day. It's not about me anymore today. But the next day, Sabtu tu, I broke down. I macam, weh. And my husband pun duduk peluk I the whole day. I rasa macam nak jadi gila kot. I don't know why. I think because it felt like you've lost somebody. Macam you kematian. Bila you kematian, you rasa macam you're just lost. Macam, where am I? You know, nak pegang kat siapa ni? How do I move on masa tu? So what I did was, I think this would be a good advice for everyone as well. If you're going to go through or just went through, because ni masih awal bulan.
The MCO has basically thrown everything up in the air.
Correct.
Right? So you guys are probably not the only ones yang went through this. So yeah.
Yeah. I managed to get help. Besides the support system yang dekat, macam my family, my immediate family, my parents, my siblings, my husband, my kids, I actually approached a counsellor to speak to me because I needed somebody yang luar, yang not in Blu Inc, not my family members, to give me a different perspective. Of course, that counsellor did not give me like solutions because that's not what they do. People need to understand counsellors, they tak bagi you penyelesaian, but they give you lorong. They give you, like my husband cakap, jangan bagi jangan bagi pancing, bagi kail something. So give you jangan bagi you terus hasil, bagi how to move on. So that's what the counsellor did lah. He suruh I identify my problems, my feelings. Apa dia. So I cakap dia, today I'm feeling very angry. I marah gila. I tak marah, I tak question kenapa dia jadi kat I, because benda tu dah tak ada. I marah kenapa dia jadi macam tu. Kenapa kena bagi I notice 7 jam? Kenapa you tak? Oh, masa tu lah fikiran. Kenapa you tak?
The questions yang running through your head lah masa tu.
But it's good to identify those questions and say out loud, because you know, oh, benda ni yang memerangkap you at this point of time, and you just needed to let it out for you to free yourself and move forward when you deal with feelings. Because I feel bila you deal with feelings first, then you can plan what's your next step. That's for me. And besides the counsellor, I also spoke to another friend who is like, memang dia jenis cakap zaz. I needed that. Walaupun dia zaz, I rasa macam terduduk masa tu pada muka aku, but I needed to hear it. Those zaz tu. And moving forward, that week after tu, I fikir, okay, since I am feeling much better now, I rasa macam I've gotten some strength from people yang doa, and from people yang tolong, cakap semua. How do I help others? That's why I use my platform, my Instagram platform, to buat that live session with the counsellor who helped me. Because I feel maybe that counsellor can also help other people.
Right.
So I thought macam, okay lah, I tolong. Siapa nak dengar kau? And then I put it out on my YouTube for anyone to refer back as and when they need. Then macam-macam lah, I slowly terima dan adapt to my new normal at that point of time.
The biggest takeaways from me, for me, listening to you, ada 2 benda. Satu, the first one is, when this landed on your lap, the fact that you are a leader and a mother never stopped. So you had to continue to be a leader, you had to continue being a mother for the people around you, for your team, for your kids. Itu satu. And then the second one is that you actually took the time, the initiative and the mental space to actually stop, regroup, re-strategize, and then you had a clearer picture of how you were to go forward.
Correct.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, I want to address the first one first, about your responsibility, your roles, even though they are evolving, but they essentially remain the same in the nawaitu, in the nawaitu, in the niat of it. So, what gave you the mental frame to actually remember, or rather, what did you tell yourself to remind yourself that it's not about me, it's about the people around me as well, and not get lost in that vortex of glum and dismay?
I actually don't know. It felt very automatic masa tu. It's just, no, nanti dulu. Tengok how the team, because I keep thinking macam, oh my God, I have a writer who's got young kids. You know, if she loses this job at that time, what's going to happen to her? I have people yang baru beli kereta. I don't fikir benda-benda macam tu, because I guess I'm the kind of person yang sangat involved with my team's life. That's why I know if benda ni jadi, how it's going to affect them. You know, padahal I guess it's that mum mode instinct,
maternal instinct
yang macam I need to protect my team, I need to protect, because because you dah kerja dengan diorang for so many years, day in day out, and with digital you're almost 24 hours with them. Because so memang akan, it's just automatic lah, Dino. Aku tak tahu macam nak explain. And even until now, at this moment, I still keep in touch with them and cakap,
of course.
Okay, ada lubang kerja kat sini, why don't you go apply?
Nama group WhatsApp tu dah tukar belum?
Did we change that? Macam belum je. I don't know.
So once a team, forever a team, sort of like that lah.
Yeah, I still feel a bit responsible in a way, even though I keep telling myself, you know, Nida, you've got to let go at some point of time. So macam lambai anak masuk universiti macam tu.
Wow. Padahal belum lagi tahu, sebab anak dia baru 16 tahun.
Lambat lagi, maybe like another 2 years.
But okay, perhaps then you could also share itu perspective, your perspective as somebody who is who understands the predicaments of having responsibilities and all that, because you have people you're responsible for. But maybe you could share with us an experience from one of your teammates ataupun your team members yang, you know, a bit more junior, who probably had themselves to think about and not so much about the people around them, family and stuff like that. How do young people or people with lesser cohabiting responsibilities dealt with this from what you observed?
Okay, I think in that sense, maybe because sebab dia orang kurang, I'm not saying they have lesser things than me ke apa ke. I guess because dia fikir masa dia orang panjang lagi, they have more opportunities. Even some alhamdulillah dah dapat kerja just before MCO happened and just waiting out for serving their notice and whatnot. I feel macam the younger people in my team I don't know whether they're not telling me or apa ke, they're doing okay, much okay. Maybe they rasa they need not burden me with their feelings and whatnot, because Kak Nida because some of them dah cakap, Kak Nida, situation you lagi teruk because your husband just took BSS and now you lost your job. I tak fikir pun benda tu. But dia orang terus fikir
because you fikir dia orang dulu.
Yeah,
faham.
So I think somehow they help me remind me that I also have to deal with this situation as well. I think they're doing okay. They'll be fine. Kak dah tahu korang akan okay.
So, but then going forward, you mentioned tadi, you know, job opportunities and all that. Is that something? The situation has not basically been made any easier because of the MCO, right? MCO or CMCO. So, what are your thoughts right now? Are you ready to go back into the industry, or are you ready to take on a new industry? You have a side gig, I understand that.
Yes.
Yang ini you've been doing even before all this debacle happened.
Yep.
So yeah,
well,
plans.
Well, I adalah benda-benda side yang I buat juga just to
Cuba cerita sikit yang benda side tu
I buat
mana?
translation work je for some PR agencies and friends who needed help. I mean, benda tu I've been doing for quite some time. I have that with me even until MCO and whatnot. Alhamdulillah lah, tu rezeki side job semua. And I'm also helping my husband with his daging dendeng abang Misal punya business. And okay, during MCO ni bila actually on the day it happened 30 April tu dah ada orang offer job terus. You want to come and work with me? Tapi I was in that state of mind. I cakap, can you give me some time to just digest this first, then I go back to you and ask. So rezeki tu alhamdulillah ada. Okay, kerja, tetapi bila you tanya I, Dino, whether I am ready to go back to work, hari ni pun I cakap I sebenarnya still quite 50-50 because rasa serik tu macam ada. I dah jadi orang yang macam bila orang offer me the job, I dah macam okay, you ada ni tak, you ada ni tak, you ada ni tak, you ada ni tak. Kalau jadi macam ni, jadi macam ni tak.
Okay, faham. The security that comes with the job offer macam tu.
Yeah, because all this while benda tu macam ada back of my
Tapi kan rasanya mungkin ada setengah orang muda especially yang baru nak masuk dalam job industry, mungkin they don't think about this kind of stuff. So maybe now is a good time for you to share with us why you think it's really important to have benda-benda. I'm guessing you're talking about medical, you're talking about stuff like that, right?
Yes,
okay, yeah.
Yes. I was at that stage as well, muda, and fikir aku nak dapat kerja je. I tak payah fikir ada medical ke, ada insurance ke, ada apa ke, semua tu tak fikir. But bila dah jadi macam ni and you dah tengok ramai orang pun kena, and bila you want to go try and fight for your rights, tak boleh because the company handbook cakap you tak ada benefit ni. You tak ada benefit ni, you tak dapat. Because actually after that, I memang pergi pejabat buruh and tanya what are my rights. Is this betul ke? Boleh ke company bagi 7 jam notice ni? I tanya semua tu because I just want to know, then I can move on. So antara benda yang I rasa macam people have to keep in mind selain pada medical benefit, cuti tahunan, apa?
The sweet stuff.
Yang biasa parking ada ke tidak, apa semua tu, is also what happens, what is the benefit that you will get kalau company tu tutup, suddenly tutup macam Blu Inc tu, because Blu Inc handbook tak ada retrenchment benefit. So I only got 3 bulan based on notice berhenti kerja, that's it. But I already serve for 14 years. So you rasa macam wow, 14 tahun aku dapat gaji 3 bulan je. You akan ada perasaan tu walaupun sebenarnya nasib baik ada daripada tak ada. You tengok daripada angle tu. But it's good to know what are your rights as pekerja. Walaupun I dah duduk level editor, dah macam mewakili the voice of the company juga, tapi I pun kaki tangan juga. I pun makan gaji juga kat situ. So it's good to be very cerewet bab hak you as a pekerja. What else? You know.
So going forward, you have a mixed bag of feelings lah. Serik tu ada, tetapi optimistic juga ada. And you've got your side gigs going on. I want to know more about this business dendeng Abang Mistai.
Okay, that one, masa my husband took VSS berita harian, kita orang dah terbiasa ada helper kat rumah. So, I tak masak. My husband also tak masak because I ada helper. Kasi manja berbelas-belas tahun. So, our helper left us 2 years ago balik Indonesia. So, we were left with our kitchen. You know what to do. So, kena lah belajar masak. So actually resipi daging dendeng tu was from our helper sebenarnya.
Okay.
She yang bawa, she yang masakkan for our family. We loved it and we missed it. So we tried. She said kita try lah buat. And then bila Abang Aziz, my husband Muhammad Aziz buat, and alhamdulillah benda tu my family suka, and they say why don't you try. So bawa pergi office orang try. Then it built that the momentum built.
Dia menjadi IKS lah. Tiba-tiba menjadi usahawan IKS pula.
So when his VSS happened, he said he wants to try and do that. And I pun tolong sikit-sikit with some, because I know how to manage Instagram marketing a bit. So I pun banyak tolong dia lah with his Instagram. So bila my thing happened, I got retrenched. So I focus more to his helping his business.
So it's now that in full force now.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
So I tolong bahagian marketing. He still cooks. I don't kacau bab dia masak. I tolong potong bawang je. Say makcik bawang sekarang.
Literally makcik bawang. Literally makcik bawang.
I'm makcik bawang, okay?
Literally, tapi tak apalah makcik bawang yang ada vibe positif, yang ada hasil. Okay, I think we're going to wind up the chat right now. Kalau nak bersama dengan Kak Nida ni, you can chat with her for a long time because there are lots of stories that you can share. Yes. But before we say our goodbyes, I want to leave on a positive note. You know, despite kalau orang nak kata takdir tu was presented to you on a silver platter, I say it's actually on a gold platter because like you mentioned, unfortunately your husband had to go through something, you went through something, and then on top of that the country went through something, your team, so it's like hardship upon hardship upon hardship, but I'm talking to you right now and you're still smiley, bubbly, and you are the epitome of a positive makcik bawang. which is great.
I don't mind that. I like that.
Which is great. So let's just address what is the mental capacity that you need to actually remain zen like this.
Okay, you have to surround yourself with people yang boleh bagi you that positive vibes. So I'm on social media a lot. So I now follow people yang boleh bagi
She's on social media a lot. Dia macam influencer.
Macam sis cuba. I make sure I follow enriching content yang boleh bagi I manfaat. So benda-benda yang negatif, orang-orang yang suka cerita benda negatif tu, I minta maaf, I have to unfollow you lah because it's not good for me. And I try to also apa yang I belajar, apa yang I dapat, when I see somebody yang macam down ke apa, I terus direct message kat dia and cakap, are you okay? It's good to ask, you know, you okay? I'm here for you. It's good, benda-benda macam tu. So that when you are in trouble, in any situation, orang pun boleh bagi balik dekat you. So the more you give to people, benda tu akan datang dalam bentuk-bentuk yang berbeza. That is also a form of rezeki sebenarnya, when you have good people surrounding you. Kan? So positivity tu kena datang dengan kekuatan minda yang you kena set benda tu. You kena tak dalam kepala. Kenapa nak kena cakap benda negatif? Kenapa nak kena cakap benda buruk? Kenapa nak cari konten yang bukan-bukan?
Tak perlu.
Tak perlu. Tolak tepi. Kita kena jadi makcik bawang yang positif. Gitu.
Well, okay. I think that's a great advice to say our goodbyes with. So once again, Kak Nida, thank you so much for joining us on this inaugural episode of FV Talks. I hope you guys can take away as much as and enjoyed it as much as we have. We do aim to come to you at least 2 kali sebulan. So this is the first one. You can expect the second one in just a couple of weeks. And we want to talk about things that is affecting you, the things that are exciting you, the things that are exciting in general in the country where everything, or rather something that everybody's talking about. We want to be right there in the middle of that conversation. So you've been with me, Dino Omar, and it's been really swell hosting this for you. We will see you again soon. Bye-bye. Thanks, Kak Nida.
Thank you.